Who's ready to get their spook on? I am. I'm just glad that these scary internet urban legends haven't come to life, because that would be truly terrifying. Then I would never be able to sleep again. Now, before I start this video, I want to know what's something that creeped you out when you were younger. Let me know in the comments below. For me, I was terrified of chain emails and, of course, Bloody Mary. Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back to Most Amazing Top 10. I'm your host, Lindsay Ivan, and today I'm bringing you the Top 10 Scary Internet Urban Legends Part 4. So if you haven't seen any of the other parts to this series, then go ahead and check that out as well. Starting off this countdown, we have the Smiling Man. I mean, there's nothing terrifying about a smiling man, right? Think again. This legend was posted online by an individual who claims that he encountered this creepy smiling man while out on a late night stroll. It starts off by him saying that he typically goes out on late night walks and nothing odd happens. That was until one night when he was walking and he turned around and saw a silhouette of a man dancing. He claims that the man was doing a waltz style dance. He kept walking along the street but kept looking back every so often to just keep an eye on that creepy man. He claims that he was a tall, lanky man with wide, wild eyes. His head was tilted back and his mouth had a big, wide, forced smile. Eventually, the smiling man started sprinting directly at him. The man ran right back home, not looking back. From then on, he never went on late night walks again, fearing that he would run into this creepy man again. Making our way down the list at number 9, we have the Smile Dog. This urban legend is about a cursed picture of a dog smiling. Those that see it will suffer a tragic fate. Legend goes that an amateur writer visited a house of a lady who had a story for him. But this lady was locked up in her room and spent her days crying and ranting about her nightmares and visions. Apparently, this woman had once seen the image of the Smile Dog. The photo is often labeled as smile.jpg. It's a photo of a dog with straight white human-looking teeth. The dog's face is illuminated by the flash of a camera. Once you view the image, it is said that you will wind up dead or will be driven to insanity. The only way to prevent this is by saving the image and then forwarding it to others. The dog will haunt your dreams until you make others view the image. Meanwhile, it's probably just like little Jimmy's dog that he took a picture of and then someone photoshopped it to make it look terrifying. In our 8th spot, we have the rake. And I'm not talking about the garden tool that helps you clean up leaves. There's nothing scary about that. Instead, I'm talking about a creepy humanoid creature that has been reportedly seen all throughout the United States. So, apparently back in 2003, a bunch of people reported seeing a creepy human-looking creature. It was all the news until a media blackout happened. Afterwards, no information about this creature was found online. However, one person gathered all the witnesses' stories and compiled them together online. One witness claims that the creature has hollow black eyes and wet hands. Another witness says that the creature was seen watching him sleep. Another witness says that the creature looked naked like a large, hairless dog. There are over 24 documented cases of this creature that is called the rake. Can you imagine if you're like having to do lawn work and your mom's just like, honey, can you pass the rake? Which one are we talking about? Are we talking about the monster or are we talking about the one that's in the garage? In our 7th spot, we have the story of Lisa. Legend goes that a girl found a random pink backpack in an alleyway. When she opened it, it contained a notebook with drawings from a young girl. She then scanned and uploaded the drawings online. The girl drew pictures of an imaginary friend named Lisa. Except Lisa had red eyes, a red mouth, and was covered in blood. This little girl then shares her stories about her friend. It started with Lisa coming to her school and her teacher getting mad at her because she couldn't see Lisa. A couple days later, her teacher was absent. Things progress and the girl's dad gets mad at her, saying that Lisa is stupid and fake. She then claims that for the next couple of days, her dad is busy at work, so she never sees him. Lisa ends up telling her that her dad won't be coming home. Him and her teacher are both now sleeping. Moral of the story, don't mess with your kid's imaginary friends. Also, if your kid has an imaginary friend, good luck. Moving on to number 6, we have the DIONAEA house. Legend goes that two friends, Mark and Eric, reconnect via email after discovering that one of their old pals, Andrew, was involved in a murder-suicide. Through these emails, we see Mark go on an adventure to figure out what really happened. In particular, Mark had a very vivid memory of Andrew. He claims that in the summer one time, Andrew was house sitting for 10 days. After doing so, Andrew was never the same. He seemed lifeless, as if something in the house emptied him. Mark then goes on to try and track down this house. Spoiler alert, the legend ends with Mark disappearing. People claim that the house is responsible for this, calling it the Venus flytrap house. We are now at our 5th and halfway mark with Sad Satan. Legend goes that a YouTuber named Jamie, who runs the channel Obscure Horror Corner, found this game called Sad Satan while digging around in the dark web. Apparently, there is no end goal to this game. You just wander around a dark hallway towards a faint light. The game is filled with eerie noises, including footsteps, distorted voices, and whispering. Some people claim that when playing, they heard the whispers say, "Kill, kill, kill." The hallway ends up morphing and some more unusual things start to happen. Others who have played the game reported seeing disturbing images like real bloody injuries. Other people that have played the game have claimed to feel dizzy and have gotten sick by it. Other players claim that they would have dreams about them wandering through the same hallway. And then lastly, one person reported that in their version of the game, their character was attacked, and as the character's health lowers, their real life health started to lower. Safe to say that you will not find me playing this game. Coming in at number 4, we have the Sleepover. Sleepovers can be fun, you know, staying up late, watching scary movies, eating a ton of junk food. But this next urban legend is about a sleepover that went wrong. Legend goes that 5 friends would have a sleepover every Saturday. One night during their sleepover, the girls heard loud noises and screams coming from outside the house. When they looked outside, they saw that a woman had been murdered at the end of the street, but the killer was nowhere to be seen. They locked the doors and windows, but they heard noises coming from outside their house. The killer ends up getting inside. They all hide, but the killer ends up catching one of the girls. The other 4 girls flee to the basement. Eventually, they find out that their friend was skinned alive. In the room that they found her, she had scratched into the wall the message, "How could you have let me die?" Then it said that if you don't share this girl's story, the killer will then come to your house and skin you alive. Woo! So that's why I'm sharing this story with you all today. Just kidding. In our 3rd spot, we have RAKE. This is a website that is apparently haunted by a little girl that got bullied her whole life and then was murdered by her father. The name of the website is RAKE. It's Satan's helper backwards. So there's that. But anyways, legend goes that one night a storm knocked down a phone pole that was located over her grave. Shortly after, this website mysteriously appeared online. Now, it is said that you can only enter the site at midnight. If you try to go on at any other time, a box will appear where you can put in your email, and then you'll receive an audio message from the girl that tells you to come back at midnight to play. So if you do enter the website at midnight, you'll see scary pictures of this girl, and then she will ask you if you want to play a game with her. If you complete the game, then a box will appear where you can type in your enemy's name. There, the girl will get revenge on the person's name that you typed. But there's one little catch. By her getting revenge on your enemy, she will haunt you in your dreams every night until you die, or until you're driven to insanity. So I don't think it's worth it. Moving on to number 2, we have Where Bad Kids Go. This next urban legend is about a strange show called Where Bad Kids Go that aired in Lebanon. The person that shared this story said that it was a 30-minute show that was filled with graphic images. It was designed as a scare tactic to keep kids from misbehaving. Basically, it would say stuff like, bad kids stay up at night, bad kids steal food from the fridge at night, etc. He also claims that each episode would end with the camera zooming into an old rusted door. As the cameraman got closer to the door, you could hear loud screams of pain. Then it would end by saying, "That's where bad kids go." 16 years later, this individual decided to visit the studio where they filmed this show. There, he discovered the horrific truth. He found the heavy door featured in the show. Behind the door, there were traces of dried blood and bone fragments. On top of that, there was a caged microphone hanging in the middle of the room. And in our number 1 spot, we have Booth World Industries. Okay, I actually find this urban legend quite fascinating, and I'll explain more in a second. Basically, this legend surrounds the Booth World Industries, an organization that you can call. When you do so, you will be greeted by an operator named Samantha that will ask for your name. But whatever you do, you cannot say your own name. You apparently have to say the name of your enemy. Your enemy will then be scheduled for remodeling. aka they will kill them. In one version of the legend, a man calls this number and gives the name of his ex-girlfriend. She winds up dead, and he too will be killed by them unless he gets 1,000 people to sign up and become members. Now, I find this fascinating because the Booth World Industries number is real. It works. There are people who have filmed themselves calling this number. Although they didn't reach a live operator, they are greeted by a recording that basically says, "Welcome to Booth World Industries. To schedule a remodeling appointment, leave a message after the beep." Of course, it's just claimed that someone made this number real to further scare believers of this legend. Either way, I will not be calling this number. Not a chance. And that's all for today's video. Let's move on to our comment shoutout portion. I'll be shouting out comments from my video, Top 10 Scary Mickey Mouse Urban Legends. Intel commented, "I usually like to watch these at midnight to make the suspense of the video a lot better." Whoo, you are brave, because some of these stories are quite scary. Gold2BT2 commented, "I like the thing in the back that says York." Okay, well, it doesn't just say York, it says New York. Thank you. Gamer Girl commented, "Well, only 90 likes. What a record for me. Also, hi. Please say hi back." Hey, Gamer Girl, what's up? What kind of games do you like to play? Let me know in the comments below. I like Super Mario, Smash Bros, Legend of Zelda, and of course, Nancy Drew. That's on my #1 list. That's my favorite game of all time. And that's all the comments I'm showing out for today. Make sure to comment something down below for a chance to be featured in my next comment shoutout. And as always, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to Most Amazing Top 10 for more amazing videos. I've been your host, Lindsay Ivan, and I'll see you when I see you.